Hi guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft. Welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary. Let's continue on with ASL Season 20, round of 16, Group 8. It's going to be loser set number 2 and potentially the last of the loser set. And Soulkey is very close to getting eliminated from the ASL Season 20. Happiest days on earth for all of us, the people who don't want to live under another year of Soulkey's reign. His tyrannous reign is just unbearable. We need a change. We need a revolution. We need an insurgency. We need a resistance. And who is the better person to deliver it than Effort, the guy who came back from a cheating scandal. His wife was accused of having a mental breakdown after catching him cheating with one of another streamers or something like that, whatever. But anyways, Effort is here to rise in glory. Soulkey versus Effort. The map is Litmus. Let me just quickly show you what this map looks like. There it is, Litmus 2-player map, and those girls are all cheering for someone with glasses, Effort. Okay, someone's cheering for Effort, someone's cheering for Soulkey. Not so sure exactly who. Effort at the bottom, top right in the red color, Soulkey at the bottom right in the blue color. This is a 2-player map, and of course there's a lot of certainty in the early game because you only have to go to one place to scout. And if the enemy go for a hidden hatchery, well, I guess it's not easily scouted because you can see there are just way too many places to check on this map here. The entire left side is open for anyone's interpretation. And Effort is the one who takes a spawning pool. Soulkeys go for an in-base hatchery. Now, what are the implications? What are the implications? This is not an unscoutable hatchery. This is definitely scoutable, but of course it's all about timing. When exactly will this hatchery get scouted? So one thing that could possibly happen is, I guess, Effort will stream across the map with 6 Zerlings, and Soulkey will have like 2 to block the ramp, and then he's gonna go for counterattack right after that. So if Effort goes for right after this, he go, oh my god, oh, what is he doing? Alright, he's going to be going another from that hatchery. This will actually help mine a little bit faster on the second refinery, I think. I think the purpose of that second hatchery is to help him mine faster. Well, is he? I don't know. I guess it serves a lot of purposes. One is that you have a second hatchery to work with, first of all. And eventually, if you take that second extractor, then you can actually mine it better, I think. But now, what are the implications? So, Soulkey is going to be slower on Zerling count in the earlier stages. Effort looks like he's going to rush to lair. I don't think he invested into Zerling with speed there. Soulkey would a bit be behind. But eventually, both the players would have about the same number of Zerlings. And the same number of... No. Soulkey's slightly ahead because his hatchery is faster. Right, so he would have more lava to work with and potentially more drones depending on what he decides to make. If he decides to make a few more drones, then he will have more drones. And we can see that the drones are mining a little bit more efficiently on the southern side in Soulkey's main base. Effort's new hatchery will not be able to actually mine anything. And what is he doing? He's trying to send a drone out. But anyways, this Overlord will check. He checked the expansion first to see if there's a hatchery that doesn't see anything. So Effort is going to send it towards the main. And he was additional hatchery, but he doesn't know the timing. Well, if his hatchery completes now, he might think that the hatchery is about completing at the same time. But, alright, I think Soulkey now sees the timing, and now I guess Effort sees the timing. But Effort, I guess Effort knows that this is an early hatchery. It's not at the same timing as his hatchery. So the game will go on, and this is faster Spire, I think, from Effort. Soulkey's got a slower Spire, but he's gonna have slightly more Zerlings. But by the time he arrives at Effort's expansion and go on the ramp, he will have about the same number of Zerlings. There's a Spire from Effort, so virtually about the same here. Soulkey will be slightly ahead in lava and drone count, but there we see it. The moment he planned out the Spire is about the same now. So just very similar situation, but Soulkey is maybe just one side ahead for about 10 seconds, and that's it. Anyways, looks like there's the second refinery. So like I told you, one of the purposes of that second hatchery is to go for mineage on that second refinery a bit faster. And Soulkey is gonna do the same thing. He is gonna have a little bit of a later second gas, but this is so exciting. This is the first time on this map we've seen a Zerg player takes 2 refineries or 2 extractors with just 1 base. I've never seen a game like this. Of course, in the other matchup, it's not exactly where you would actually go for this build, but of course, it's still fascinating and sexy to watch. Looks like Soulkey Zerling with speed kicks in now. It's gonna try to move across the map. This is a sizable force, but I think Overlords from Effort can see he started to make a creep now. A sunken colony getting ready, and he's got about 10 seconds to hold this ramp with all of his might. Zerling coming from the southern side, but bad trade for Soulkey. Will he have enough to penetrate? He still has has not penetrated. He's still trading 2-1. And finally, he will take out the last of the Zerling. This sunken will complete now, but now that that left extractor might be under siege. Zerling's going to try to sound. Will he get a single drone or not? He's not able to get anything at all. Looks like Soulkey will not net. Okay, he nets a single drone kill. Might net a second. He net 2 drone kill. He's going to come around. Drones are trying to run away here. And now we're going to be having drones attacking correctly. So I guess this base gets saved. And Mutus has morphed. Only 2 drone casualties. Got about 10 drones remaining. What about Soulkey there? Soulkey's about the same supply, but now Mutu's advantage in Effort's favor. Just like in the first game, Effort has got a few more Mutus and a little bit faster. Scourge is getting made by Soulkey though. He need to land some shot. These Mutus will attack the Overlord, but where are the Scourges on the minimap? We're looking, they're flying across the map. Will they actually catch this Mutalisk off guard? I don't know. Both players are intensely focusing on the monitor here. Soulkey with 300 APM and Effort with 430. Scourges on Scourges action here. A lot of Scourges gonna get made by Effort. So Effort has made a lot of Scourges. I guess the fact is that he's got 2 Geyser to work with. So I guess both players are prone to go for a lot of Scourges, and now Scourges are all moving, converging towards Soulkey's main base. This is gonna be possibly the most pivotal moment of the entire game. Effort's got so many Scourges, and Soulkey is completely in the corner. He's gonna surround it from different angles. He's gonna get attack, splash damage, could be underway. A hit from the Scourges. Soulkey is so close, gonna dying. 5 meters, but 2 are in the purple, and 1 is gonna fall right now. Looks like some drones getting destroyed. I'm not so sure exactly what's happening. Only 4 meters remaining for Effort. Effort gets pushed back. Effort could not penetrate. He's down to 3 mutas. Soulkey's got how many? I think Soulkey's got 5. That's the Scourges gonna turn. Comes in. Effort comes in once again, but nice attacking on the Scourges. And I guess now Effort has got very, very few mutas remaining. He's gonna be able to actually kill out, but he's got 1 single muta. And what the heck was that? Soulkey down to 2 mutaless. Both players had taken a lot of casualties. Single Scourges are looking for those mutas, but not able to find them. He needs to corner up. There's 1 mutas on the southern side. I'm not so sure I can see correctly. Just forget about Scourges. Attack the other guy's Scourges, man. Looks like these Scourges are controlling the corner. And where are the mutas from Effort? They can actually arrive right now. 1 nice hit. Only 1 mutas remaining. And that's it. I think, well, I guess there's some mutas here, but he needs to group them up together correctly. Zone is coming to keep in mind that Soulkey doesn't have any circuits that have remained. So he cannot micro fast enough against the Scourges as well as the Zerling. And looks like the last 2 Effort says, F it, I don't really care. I just, let my Scourge die. We're going to be having 27 supply for Effort and 26 for Soulkey. The game is still on. I'm not so sure how many mutas this Effort now, because now Soulkey is back to 4 mutas. And Effort has got 1, 2, 3, I think 4, about the same amount here. Who's got more drones? Did Soulkey lose any drone in that attack? I don't think he lost any drone. His drone count is still very nicely saturated here. And there's going to be some Zerlings out coming through. I'm not so sure exactly. He's going to dive in. And what the heck was that? Soulkey just allowed 2 Zerlings right into his main. How many casualties we netted here? Looks like we're not actually seeing the southern part of the minimap, because Effort is going to try to chase Soulkey into the corner and beat him into a pop here. It's going to be a lot of Scourges, and Soulkey has been eliminated from this season of ASL Legion. This is the greatest day, the happiest day of my life. In addition to that one the other day where you actually bought me coffee. That was nice. And these Zerglings are completely just a nice cherry on the top of the cake here. Soulkey down to 23 supply, Effort 27. But more importantly, Soulkey has got no mutas. Remember, the game is still on. How? How's that happening? I guess Soulkey is not yet dead because he's got Scourges, so Effort cannot come in and finish up the game. But he keeps on sending random Zerlings through, and finally we have a remade. Oh my god, a single Mutus is still alive, and finally that Scourge has fallen. Zerlings attacking correctly here. But I guess the Mutus are going to try to do some diving, moving shot. The last of the Scourges will have to fall, and that Mutus is so damaged. It will get sniped, and now we have attacking from both sides. Both players are very damaged. Mutus pull the Scourges back. I guess he will not pull it back. There's going to be 4 more Mutus, 4 total from Effort. He needs to group them up correctly though. These Scourges are way too far. Pull back. You cannot catch those Mutus possibly in time here. There's going to be some nice attack coming through, and Soulkey is so close getting... Okay, he gets 1 hit off, and he's going to have to send his Scourges back. The game is still on. Soulkey 25 and Effort is 26. This might be a game that I will give 2 stars just because it's so intense. Soulkey is very, very close to getting destroyed and kicked out of ASL here, but for some unknown, I guess turn of events and arrangements by the deities, he's still in this league. Will he be like like one of those ESL where like Jambi was almost eliminated from the qualifiers, and then the tiebreaker, and he comes back strong. Anyway, Soulkey is still alive, and he would destroy these 2 Scourges. Where are them? Okay, a nice hit from Effort. That was effortless. And I guess Soulkey would still try to come back here. 3 Mutalists from Soulkey with a couple of Scourges. He sends some Zerlings across the map. Even supply! Even after all of these battles, it's even supply between these 2 players. And I don't believe Soulkey has lost a single drone. After this 5 minutes of flying around, trying to evade the Scourges, trying to micromanage the Zerglings onto his bases, he's still alive and easy gonna try to come back and thrive. Alive but thriving? I don't know, we shall see. But anyways, keep in mind that this entire video is more than 10 minutes. The first time in the CVCs in over 10 minutes for a long time. You have not seen a single ad. So if you enjoyed this cast, if you're a Soulkey fan, if you're Efforts fan, if you're my fan, feel free to buy me coffee into that. It's gonna be in the description. You're gonna be able to actually join this gentleman over here. I don't have much time to show them all. So I'm just gonna quickly show you the the VIP Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas is my favorite person in the world, and this is him, so thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. Yes, that's right. I don't know what language you're speaking, but anyways, thanks a lot for your support, and yeah. Alright, back to this game. 41 supply for Effort, 42 for Soulkey. This Mutus is still flying. That's a lot of Scourges. 12 Scourges, a dozen Scourges, and a brand new SCVs. No, we don't have a brand new SCVs in here. And the game is still going on. It's mainly just because Effort is a chicken. He's not. He's refusing to engage because he thinks that he's want to mess it up because there might always be a chance to cut it down. And finally, Soulkey is making what? A spore? He's making a spore because, yeah, Scourges are very, very bad and he's not so confident in his ability to micro. So he's going to make a spore. And maybe he's looking to go for a counter-attack behind this. I'm not so sure. Scourges on Scourges action once again. 47 supply for Effort. Soulkey down to 41. Scourge is taking around, and Effort want to make sure that his enemy has not yet expanded. Effort is the one who actually can lose the game here because Soulkey cannot afford any mistakes, but Effort can afford one mistake. But of course, if you lose the game here as Effort, you're gonna be in such a bad mood that going to the final game that might really tips you off, and you would be just completely, in a very bad performance state. But anyways, Effort 52 supply, Soulkey 15. What are these guys doing? Are we gonna actually have some action soon? Dude, I paid for this crap. Give me some action. Give me some engagement. Give me some fights. These guys are just like, I don't know. I mean, this is not Starcraft. This is what kind of game? This is like The Sims. Or whatever is that game where you actually, like date random girls. Anyways, looks like Soulkey's gonna turn and move across the map with 11 missions. I guess he needs to make things happen. He has made some spores at home. He's sending a lot of Scourges through. Soulkey is gonna do it or not. Looks like I think Effort's got more. He's seen the enemies. Mutalisk need to engage before they reach their drawn line. It looks like Soulkey's gonna try to come from the left side. Effort's gonna try to meet him head on. These two guys gonna having the battle of the chicken here. Who'll be the first one to flinch? They attack. Nice hits from God. Now Soulkey's done so much hit on those Mutalisk, but all the Scourges have died. And who's gonna be better here? Looks like it's 11 Mutalisk. So Effort and Soulkey gets pushed back. Soulkey went down to 9 Mutalisk, and Effort's got 11. The game is still on. 47 supply for Effort. Soulkey down to 40. No more Scourges for both of these players, but it looks like Effort is able to actually remake a lot of. I actually want to take a look at a drone count. I don't believe Soulkey's got that many drones compared to Effort, but I'm not so sure. Anyways, this drone's gonna try to come out and expand, and this is the wrong time to expand. I don't think this is the right moment at all. But I mean, what the hell? Soulkey's got nothing to lose. And he's gonna make some Zerglings. He's not expanding, excuse me. I thought he was expanding, but he has not expanded. And he's sending some Zerglings across the map. We're gonna be having another engagement soon. I mean, Effort can still mess it up. If Effort makes a wrong move like here, he will mess it up. The first hit was by Effort, but it's gonna be Scourges coming from the left side. Effort's got more. Effort's got more. Soulkey is gonna get surrounded. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Baby, hell yeah. Hasta la vista. See you tomorrow. I guess not tomorrow, but next season. Effort has won the game. Thank you for your support, and buy me coffee. The link to that is going to be in the description. Bye bye.